Hello, beautiful fashion designers. You're welcome to this channel. This is Bora of Bora Closet. And if you are new, you're welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified of when I post new videos. And today we're going to be looking at how I made this top that you can see on the screen. I made the skirt in another video, so if you're interested in knowing how to make a gathered skirt, I'm going to drop the link in the description box. Kindly check it up. So this tutorial is about the top and not the skirt. And if this is what you're interested in knowing, please keep on watching. This is the remnant of the fabric I used in making the gathered skirt. I explained in that video why I have these kind of edges on the fabric, and this is not the length of the fabric. So if you want to know what happened to this fabric, you can check my video on the gathered skirt tutorial. So I'm going to be putting my measurement. I want to confirm the length I want, which is 23 inches, and I'm going to add 1 inch for joining allowance. So that's going to be 24 inches that I'm going to use. If you want it longer than that, you can go ahead to mark it longer than that. So I will cut it out. Now I have what I need for the top. So I'll go ahead to put the measurement of the dress, and the back is 16 inches, which is divided by 2, that's 8 inches. Then the sleeve length is just everything here that I'm using. It's not longer than that. I can't have it longer than that. So I'm just going to leave it at that 8 inches that remains on the fabric. Then the neck measurement is 3 inches by 1 inch. I'm going to do for the back. Then afterwards I will do the measurement for the front neck. So I'm connecting the 3 inches to the 1 inch, and I'm going to draw a curve over it that way to form the back neckline. Next, I'm going to be taking my shoulder slope, and I'm coming down by 1 inch here. Then I'll connect it to the neckline to form my shoulder slope. Next, from that shoulder slope, I'm going to take 8 inches for the round measurement of my arm. Then I'm going to mark my waist measurement, which is 16 inches, and from that 16 inches I'm going to put my waist measurement, which is 28 divided by 4, that is 7 inches. I'm going to add 4 inches to that waist measurement, which is 4 inches, and that is what I just marked there. And then on the hip line, I'm just going to measure and add the same 4 inches to it, or you can reduce it, but I just made sure I marked everything on the fabric since it's not so wide. And I'm going to connect it like that with my free hand. You can use your French cuff, but the free hand can also do this faster. So I'm going to cut it out now. That's the neckline for the back I'm cutting out. I'll do the neckline for the front separately when I'm done cutting out the pieces. So these are the two pieces here, one for the back and one for the front. Then I'm going to put one aside and work on one which is going to serve as the front piece. So on this I'm going to make a new line because of the neck style for the front, and I'm just going to cut it and match it to the 3 inches wide and slant it out that way and cut it out. It's very simple and straightforward. So you're just going to make a slanty line on the front edge to cut off the neck so that you have space for your collar to stay. Next, I'm going to be joining the two shoulders together, and this is what I have when I was done joining. You can see how it's forming already. So this is what I'll be using for the collar. I'm just going to mark it round, all the way around like that, to know how long I want my strip to be. So there I have 48 inches. So the piece I have here, which is remnant from the fabric I cut earlier, is just the length I want for the collar. So I'm just going to mark out the 2 inches width that I want and trim off the excess. So this is what the strip for the collar looks like, and I'm going to iron it out just like that. After ironing, this is what I have. You can see how well laid it looks. You can add an hairstay to it while ironing it, but I didn't add to this because the fabric is kind of hard, although when I wash it's going to go down. So you can add hairstay to it to make it stronger. So you're just going to place it on the neckline like that. The next thing is to mark how deep you want your neck to be, and I'm using 7 inches from the top. From that 7 inches, I'm going to sew it all the way down and leave like 2 inches at the end. So this is what I have when I was on joining the collar at that marked part. So next I'm going to be fixing this to the neckline just like that. Very simple. Just make sure you match the edges to one another and then you sew it. So this is what I have when I was done. I have already sewn it and overlocked it also, and this is what it looks like on the right side. Next, I'm going to be cutting the strips that we use for the snatch waistline. So just make sure you cut enough to go around your waist at the back. You can go ahead and cut half of your waist measurement for both sides. So here I'm using about 10 inches for each side since my waist is 28 inches, and I'm going to be sewing it round. These are the two strips that I'm going to be putting around my waist, and I will attach them to the inside of the top. So I'll be marking my waistline divided by 4, so that is 7 inches on this side. You mark it that way, so that is where the strip for that side is going to stay. On the other side, you do the same, measure the same 7 inches, that is your waist measurement divided by 4. So, and the second strip is going to stay on that marked point also. That is after you have confirmed your waist length, which is your half length. So the half length of this is 16. So at that 16 inches point, insert your waist measurement, and then you are going to sew the strips over it just like you see me doing. So this is what I have when I was done joining the strips to the front piece of the top. This is what you are going to tie around your waist to give it that snatchy look. Next is to tape the hand, and I'm using this fabric, also remnants from what I cut earlier, and it's just about the length I want for the round of the arm. I'm going to cut this into two. Use one of them for one side and the other for the other side. Just sew it over the edge of the sleeve like that. And this is what I have when I was done. You can see how neat it looks. You can see how beautiful the top looks. Very simple top that you can wear. It's something you can make within an hour. So those fabrics you have at home that you don't want to waste so much money making, you can just sew this simple style and wear it on either your skirt or your trouser. So this is the end of this tutorial. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment, like and share. Also subscribe if you are yet to, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.